ladies and gentlemen, Gary Moore.
Welcome once again to Tell the Truth. Our first spot today has to do with a bit of a male-female controversy. Our first guest is the author of a book called The Male Machine, and the introduction to it was written by none other than Gloria Steinem, and in the introduction she says, "It is the feminist revolution's other half. It is a book no woman could write." And we'll meet the author right after we say hello to our panel here on To Tell the Truth.
Peggy Cash, Bill Collins, Jimmy Carlisle, and Alan Luddy.
Thank you for that. Ah, my. We got good fun coming up. We got male lib. Do you believe in that?
Oh, boy.
I'm ready for
We not only got male lib, I haven't got my next card.
Oh, well.
Now I got my next card.
Ever
hear of MC Lib? That's after you get fired. MC at Liberty. All right, now let's meet the author of The Male Machine.
Number one, what is your name, please?
My name is Mark Feigen-Fastow.
Number two.
My name is Mark Feigen-Fastow.
Number three.
My name is Mark Feigen-Fastow.
And here is the message of Mark Feigen-Fastow. He says, "I, Mark Feigen-Fastow, believe that the time has come for men's liberation. In my book called The Male Machine, I show how the traditional masculine virtues of toughness, competitiveness, and lack of emotion warp the psyche of the American male. He is culturally forbidden to acknowledge his doubts and fears, in fact, any emotion at all. The result is incompetence in personal relationships, both with women and with other men. He engages in sports less for pleasure than for the ego trip of winning. Gentleness, kindness, and caring for others are womanly traits, and therefore thought to be unbecoming to a real man. Thus, the male machine is put in the position of measuring his success in the business world and his sexual relations only by power and performance. Unless men can free themselves from these traditional male stereotypes, we can expect more of such male machine activities as street gangs, wars, and Watergate." Signed, Mark Feigen-Fastow. And I must say, if male lib could stop something like Watergate, I would be the first to burn my bra. Questions and answers coming right up.
It happens. You rip, tear, and never have time to repair. Wait. Before you throw it away, let Mighty Mend It save the day. Hi, Billy Mays here for Mighty Mend It, the fast, easy way to mend, hem, and wear it again, saving you money. Mighty Mend It is not a glue, but a flexible bonding agent that grabs, adheres, and interlocks the fibers of virtually any fabric for a permanent repair. Sewing takes forever, but with Mighty Mend It, just apply, gently touch, and mend it. It has the strength to withstand storm force winds. Amazing! Easily mend a hem at your desk to look your best. Even if you sit and split, Mighty Mend It will quickly fix it. Mend pillows and comforters right on the bed, or make furniture repairs and save money. Mighty Mend It dries crystal clear and is safe for most any fabrics. Plus, it's machine washable. Even after 50 washes, the bond still stays strong. Whether it's denim, leather, or lace, you can use Mighty Mend It anytime, any place. We even repaired this parachute with Mighty Mend It, and it still has the strength to safely bring down this skydiver from 13,000 feet. Now that's the power of Mighty Mend It. Plus, it's ideal for scrapbooking or craft projects. You'll find hundreds of money-saving uses.
Call or go online to get the complete Mighty Mended kit that includes one large bottle. But for everyone who orders today, we'll triple the bottles, plus give you a travel size and the money-saving idea guide, absolutely free. But we're not done. We'll also include a bottle of Gem It. Now you can add bling to just about anything, free. You get it all at incredible value for just $29.99. Order now.
Call 1-800-250-1549. That's 1-800-250-1549, or go online to mightymended.com.
Ooh, fun. Yikes. The leaky refrigerator coil card. Is that bad? Oh, death! Death? Of an AC fan motor. Oh, no. But your future is bright with an American Home Shield warranty to protect your covered appliances and home systems. Are there bees behind me?
My bees escaped.
Bill, we talked about this. American Home Shield. Sign up today at ahs.com.
Match game, match game, match game! Prepare yourself for the Man-Eater, the Swamp Slayer, the Fancy-Fied Funny Guy. You asked for it, and we got it. More matches than you can shake a blank at. A full-throttle 3-hour block of match game, match game, match game. Weekdays at 5 on BUZZR.
All right, I think you probably remember the problem. It is that we have three gentlemen across the way, all of them saying that they are Mark Feigen Fastow, author of The Male Machine. Let's start the inquisition with the most feminine non-machine, Miss Kitty Carlisle.
Thank you. I would give anything in the world to question these three gentlemen because there are a lot of questions I want to ask about this, and furthermore, I've never met a real man who didn't have great tenderness and gentleness. But I met the gentleman at a dinner party at Mark Goodson's, and some silly goose explained to me that he was coming on the show and what he was going to talk about. So I can't question.
And so you have to take a zero, and we are personally going to go to Mark Goodson's house and poke in the mouth whoever that silly goose was.
Hear, hear.
That's it. Hear, hear. So, no vote from Kitty Carlisle. Counts as a zip, and we go to Alan Ludden.
Then I will ask any question you might want to ask, because I got a lot of questions. I agree with Kitty. Now, I'm surely not the macho male, but I've never found women to be... Number three, let's talk to you. Number three, have you found, or do you claim, that women actually prefer both sexually and romantically the so-called male machine? The macho male? Is that, I guess, that's, I assume is what...
Ideally, or on an individual basis?
On an individual basis.
Well, I think we're greatly influenced by the media today, novels, movies, things like that. I think ideally a woman would want, as you said, a macho lover. Mm-hmm. But I think it's important to be open and be able to express your emotions.
Yeah.
And
but now, number two, let's take the stereotype macho male, for instance. Which I hope I don't think I am one, so we can talk about him as objectively as possible. Do you believe that these so-called macho males are not capable of expressing emotions?
I think they're not capable at this point. Most males are conditioned from a very, very young age, almost from the time they're 3, 4, 5, 6 months old, and they're conditioned in a way to be macho and not to be able to release emotions.
What do you mean by release emotions, number one?
All right, we got our buzzer, and we're going down to Peggy.
But number one, why can't a man be macho and have emotions, like Kojak? I mean, he's macho, and he's got plenty of emotions. I don't see that they're necessarily exclusive of one another.
Well, the traditional macho male has emotions. He just feels constrained about expressing certain kinds of emotions.
But number one, don't you think that that's possibly a sort of an ethnic thing? Some nationalities cry when they want to cry, and others, waspies, don't cry so much.
Well, I think the differences are more style and substance. Most men find it very difficult, for example, to admit to any kind of vulnerability to other men, or really to talk personally to other men.
Oh, that's possible, because I'm not another man, but men certainly seem vulnerable around me. I don't mean that they cry all the time, but
well,
I mean, they're sweet.
It's easier with women because women don't put men down for doing that.
Until they're bad and naughty, and then you put them right down. Now, I didn't really mean that. Number three, do you think this is due to their mamas, or to their education, or to what?
I think it's a combination of factors. It's conditioning by your parents. Don't cry, Johnny, be a man.
Okay, but okay, number two, but how does one rectify that when you don't all want to be like girls?
Oh, I'm sorry. We're going to go on to Bill Cullen.
Wow. This whole thing scares me.
Oh, don't you worry, sweetheart.
You want to cry, Bill? You want to cry?
Well, it certainly has taken me aback. Number two, if a man in a situation much like I find myself has a woman next to him who constantly pinches him under the panel desk. Now, should I then, number two, take umbrage and rise and object to that, or should I be a good sport, as thus far I have been number two? Thank you.
No, I think you should try to express yourself openly. Yeah.
Okay.
Don't tell him
A little more from both sides, please. No, the thing that worries me, and honestly it does, is the man has always measured his sexual relations by power and performance. Number one, I will direct. How else could he possibly measure them, number one?
Well, he could measure them by how he feels internally, and not just by some market standard, some external standard of performance, of time, of number of women, and so on. He should value his own feelings in the matter and consult them more than men are trained to do today.
Then as long as you're having fun, you're doing a good job.
Well, that's a large part of it, yeah.
I want you to meet the world's champion lover here. Number three, this does not equate. I'm glad of that.
Boy, am I glad
We have got our... Yes,
Do you think we ought to have equal time after this performance Mr. Cullen just put on? I haven't had a pinch one time as many times as I've been on this panel. Kitty's never. Thank you.
That's one of the terrible parts of my job. I'm out of reach over here. But you're not out of reach. You have your crayons right in front of you. If you'll mark down a number, if you will, you want to mark a number one, or a number two, or a number three. And
At Harry's, we designed our razors to start sharp and stay smooth, so your 8th shave is as smooth as your first. And at as little as $2 per blade, they cost half of what the other guys charge. Wake up to Harry's. Get your trial set for just $7 at harrys.com/smooth.
Watch this. Witness what happens to this woman's bags under her eyes in an actual time lapse in just minutes. The problem will disappear before your eyes with a revolutionary topical formulation that works in just minutes, and the effects will last for hours. Over 1 million people are using this topical technique to visually reduce puffiness and bags, even fine lines and wrinkles on the face and forehead. Introducing Plexiderm. Jump on board and say yes to this amazing $14.95 Plexiderm trial. Order right now. We'll pay your shipping.
What should we do?
I'm going to CashNetUSA.com. I can apply in minutes, and if approved, we can have the money as soon as the same business day.
Go to CashNetUSA.com to apply for the money you need.
We pay $50 for each wrong vote, and we pay $500 if none of us can find out who the author is. And Kitty, would you like to? You have to disqualify yourself.
Yes, and I made a heart because I believe in his thesis, and I think whoever it is, he's right, and bravo.
All right, and so we have one disqualification, wrong vote automatically. And Alan?
I believe in the thesis. I just don't think we're as hard put upon as he might think we are. I think the gentleman has found his day.
And so we go to a 3, and a Peggy.
I think a nice combination works out the best myself. I voted for you, 1.
All right, we got them on both ends, 1 and 3. Bill Cullen?
Yeah, I have the same feeling. You can be gentle and have real feeling and emotions, things like that. Number 1 impressed me best. I liked the way he treated my problem.
Well,
what problem?
Votes are all in, and at this point, will the real Mark Feigen-Fastow please stand up, sir?
Get out of here.
There you go. Mr. Fastow, let's see who your friends are. Number 2, what is your real name, please, and what do you do?
My name is Roger Sechel, and I'm a commercial portrait photographer.
And number 3, tell us about you.
My name is Ken Steckler, and I do public relations in men's fashion.
Well, now that we've got everybody arguing in living rooms all over the country, we hope, Mr. Fastow, I want to thank you, and thank you, gentlemen, also, for being with us here on To Tell the Truth. Take care. next guest is a bird watcher, and you'll have to wait till you meet him to find out whether the birds that he watches wear feathers or sweaters. We'll be right back. A male chauvinist remark.
Everybody hates Beth. She eats all the food she loves and stays slim. Kim starves herself dieting, yet still can't lose weight. Beth is full of energy. Kim always feels tired. Beth has an unfair advantage. She takes Almaced, a breakthrough health and weight loss shake that fixes your metabolism to help you lose weight in a whole new way.
I couldn't lose weight no matter how much I exercise. I tried Almaced. I lost 26 pounds.
The reason you're having trouble losing weight could be a liver clogged with fat that's slowing your metabolism, making it very difficult to lose weight and stubborn belly fat. Almaced is a scientifically proven food supplement that uses natural amino acids and bioactive peptides to help unclog your liver and fix your metabolism so it's easier to lose weight.
My name is Stephanie Phillips Solar, and I'm an Almaced success story. I was able to lose 67 pounds with Almaced in roughly 7 to 8 months.
My weight is down. I feel much more energetic than I have in the past.
Over the course of time, I lost a total of 25 pounds. So thank you, Almaced.
Almaced is all natural, supports healthy blood sugar levels, and it's diabetic friendly. Some weight loss plans have you feel weak and hungry, but Almaced will renew your energy, and you can lose weight and feel great.
Almaced's unique protein can truly absorb in your body and aid with weight loss.
Studies showed Almaced helps you lose double the weight compared to other diets.
The fact is, Almaced works, and I highly recommend it.
Go online now to get started with Almaced for just $34.99. A great value to finally lose weight. We guarantee you can lose weight or you'll get your money back. Be like Beth and get the unfair weight loss advantage with Almaced.
Happy buzzer birthday to game show host Bert Comby.
We've been going through all sorts of group therapy here while you were away here.
Yeah, I just told the whole story of my life.
I think that any man that I know that I truly admire, one of the greatest qualities that he's had is gentleness.
That's
an
right.
innate gentleness.
Well,
And
you
I
know,
don't
you
believe-
use the adjective sweet more often to apply to men than you do to women. It's an accolade to men. To women, it's kind of a put down.
Mm-hmm. However, we have other, I should say, fish to fry. We have other birds to shoot or watch or something. Let us now meet a champion bird watcher.
Number 1. What is your name, please?
My name is Joseph Taylor.
Number 2.
My name is Joseph Taylor.
Number 3.
My name is Joseph Taylor.
And here is the birdie biography of Joseph Taylor. He says, I, Joseph Taylor, am the #1 bird watcher in the USA. Now, you don't have to take my word for it. This feather in my cap was bestowed by no less a group than the American Birding Association. I am the only person known to have seen more than 700 species of bird in North America. Indeed, for just a glimpse of a coveted rare bird, I once flew 4,600 round-trip miles. Although I have spotted rare birds such as the California condor and experienced the thrill of identifying the probably extinct Eskimo curlew, one major bird still eludes me, the Siberian Ross's gull. Folks, bird watching is fun and identification is often easy. For example, do you know how you tell a crow from a raven? It's a cinch. The raven says, nevermore. Signed, Joseph Taylor. And let's start with the fellow who's been known to watch a bird or two, Bill Cullen.
Yeah, and number 2, seriously, how do you tell the difference? Are crows and ravens different?
Yes, they are.
How can you spot, for instance, something that is a raven, number 2?
The raven is a larger bird than the crow, and his voice is more hoarse, as if he had laryngitis, as compared to a crow.
Now, number 1, the myna bird, which I think originates in India or somewhere thereabouts, is he of the crow or raven family?
Yes.
Where are myna birds, number 3, where are myna birds found in the wild?
I believe in India.
Number 3, if you spot a bird that is rare, like for instance if you saw one of these Siberian Ross's gulls, would you inform various other members of your society or your hobby about the sighting?
Yes, we have kind of an informal hotline.
Uh-huh. And is there a procedure that you follow, number 3, when you've seen a bird that you think perhaps the others might want to see?
You get on the telephone and call local people first, and then maybe distant people if it's rare enough.
Number 1, if you were to see a bird...
Oh, sorry, Bill. We're plugging along, going down to Kitty.
Thank you. Number 1, where is the blue booby bird found?
That's a new one to me.
Really? Number 2, are loons very rare?
They're getting more so all the time.
Are they an endangered species?
I believe they're about to be, yes.
Number 3, do loons mate for life?
I would think that loons probably do not mate for life.
Number 2, what kind of rare bird did you fly 4,600 miles to see?
That was the condor.
Where was that?
That was in the near the Arctic.
Uh-huh. And number 1, where do you find the Siberian Ross's gull?
In Siberia, if you're lucky.
Thank you. Number 2, how could you find an extinct Eskimo curlew if it's extinct? Number 2?
I'm sorry, I missed that.
How could you find an extinct Eskimo curlew if it's extinct?
Well, I didn't find it.
Oh, well, that's certainly...
Oh, number 3, it says here, you experienced the thrill of identifying the probably extinct Eskimo curlew.
This was some time ago.
Uh-huh.
And there was a period in the early 1960s when the Eskimo curlew did show up. It has not been seen since about 1964.
All righty. Maybe he was just bashful. She says, I don't want to get looked at. I'm not going back there anymore. Alan?
Number 3, where is the condor now, the remaining condors in this country?
In California, north of Los Angeles.
Number 1, how high do you think a condor can fly? Number 1.
1,000 feet.
Is that the highest, do you think?
Yes.
Okay.
Unless it's a hurricane.
Number 3, what is the difference between a blue jay on the east and the blue jay of California or the west? Do you know the difference?
Yes, they're different species. The blue jay in the east has a crest. The California scrub jay, which is a blue jay, does not have a crest.
Number 2, can hummingbirds fly backwards?
No, it can't. It can go very fast forward, however.
Number 1, are the rosy finch seen both here in the east and in the west?
No.
How many members, number 3, how many members of your bird watching association are there?
But if you're talking the American Birding Association, about 2,000.
And last but not least, Peggy Cass.
Thank you. Number 1, do peregrine falcons live in New York City?
No.
Number 1. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry.
No, it's number 1.
I'm
The fellow with the 1 in front of
it.
him.
Yes, number 1.
Not anymore. There were some falcons in New York, but not anymore.
Thank you. Number 3, have you ever seen a passenger pigeon?
No, I have not.
Do you think they're really gone?
I think they've been gone a long time.
Thank you. Number 2, what is the difference between a California condor and a Peruvian condor?
They're practically the same. I haven't actually seen a Peruvian condor, so I wouldn't be able to give you.
You don't know they're the same in size?
Well, I never did an autopsy on one, so I wouldn't be able to answer that question.
Fresh. Number 3, if you're a big shot, if you know a lot about the Siberian Ross's gull from Siberia, you've traveled far. I mean, you don't just do indigenous American birds.
No.
Now, Siberian Ross's gull never comes over here for a visit or anything.
Oh, my, couldn't get a passport. We just got ourselves a bell, friends, and we are not allowed to ask any more questions. We must vote. And we mark a number 1, or a number 2, or a number 3. And Bill Cullen, have you made a number? If so, what is it and for whom and for why?
It's very difficult. I don't know much about that sort of thing. Number 2 didn't seem to readily recall where he went, the 4,600 miles, what he went there to see. I went for number 1. It strikes me a condor would fly about 1,000 feet above the terrain. We're not talking about sea level, 1,000 feet above the terrain. Anyway, I voted for number 1.
All right, you got one, Sean, and Kitty Carlisle.
Well, I didn't vote for number one because he didn't know where the blue booby bird lives, and he lives in the South Pacific.
Oh.
And there was something else that number two said that I thought was wrong about the condor. He went to the wrong country to look for condors. And so I voted for number three.
All right, we got them split on both ends. Alan Ludden coming up.
I'm going to sound so smart and be proved to be so dumb.
Yeah, I'm wrong.
Yeah, and so, see, I think I caught number two with that the condor thing, and I think number one is wrong about the height. I think they can fly higher than 1,000, so I'm positive it's 3. So watch it, folks. I'm going to be wrong again.
Well, now, 3's got 2 and 1's got 1, and that's the way it is. Will the real...
No, me.
Peggy, I'm sorry. The red-headed Peggy Cass.
Oh, well,
very rarely seen.
See, condors fly way up. They fly as far as 16,000 feet in the air in the Andes, my dear. But the blue booby bird comes from the Galapagos Islands, and you should have known. What are you going? Oh, and number 2, you didn't know what you were looking for. I think it's number 3.
Well, we've added considerable weight down to that end. It's got 3 3s, 1 1. So, Will, the real Joseph Taylor, now, sir, please stand up.
If it's 2, I'm going to kill myself.
Don't kid yourself.
Gentlemen, we had kind of hard luck. Let's find out who we all are. Number 1, what is your real name, please, and what you do?
My name is Paul Kazelka, and I'm a professor emeritus at Teachers College, Columbia University.
There. Tough spot to handle. Number 2, sir, what is your real name, please, and what do you do?
My name is Bond Wheelwright, and I'm a book publisher by that name in Freeport, Maine, and I published Hand Taming Wild Birds at the Feeder, I'm now ashamed to say.
Mr. Taylor, you say that you have seen 700 different birds. How does this work on the honor system? I mean, let's say that you've seen the rare double-breasted seersucker. How do you prove this to anybody?
Largely on the honor system. Most bird watchers are honest. You beware the solitary bird watcher.
I've learned something today. Thank you, Mr. Taylor.
Most bird watchers are pretty gregarious.
Take care now.
Whoa, now that's a smooth shave. You might think these guys had to pay top dollar for a shave that smooth, but they just used Harry's. With 5 blades that stay sharp, shave after shave, a lubricating strip with aloe, a flex hinge, and a trimmer blade, it's hard to believe refills start at just $2, half of what the other guys charge. Shaving with Harry's isn't pricey. It's just very, very, very smooth. Wake up to Harry's. Get your trial set for just $7 at harrys.com/smooth.
Introducing Mando Whole Body Deodorant for pits, privates, and beyond. I'm Dr. Shannon Klingman, the inventor of whole body deodorant, like Mando. It's clinically proven to block odor all day and controls odor for 72 hours. And before you say it, Mando works better than a shower with soap alone. Rather than covering up BO with heavy fragrance, Mando's unique formula stops odor before it starts. That's my secret to better odor control everywhere. Mando's unlike anything you've ever tried before. Get over 30% off at shopmando.com.
Hey folks, Chris Coonahan here with Leaf Filter, America's largest gutter and gutter protection company. Leaf Filter has over 150 locations and has been installed on over 1 million homes. We've been protecting homes now for over 20 years. Our patented technology offers total protection for your home and comes with a lifetime transferable warranty. The process is simple. Give us a call to schedule your free gutter inspection. If you decide to move forward with the project, you put nothing down at all. 833 Leaf Filter or visit leaffilter.com today.
Hey, I have only time to say farewell, and I just said that.
This is Bill Wendell speaking for To Tell the Truth, a Mark Goodson, Bill Todman production.